Hey, so I wanted to make this update. I've had the printer for about 2 weeks now, and it is just a beast. It's going crazy. It's been going more or less non-stop. And I wanted to make this video to just give folks some helpful information that I've come across, so maybe you'll waste less filament than I have. We are, looks like, about more than halfway through the one spool that I bought. I bought 2 spools. So yeah, I mean, it's been printing like crazy. So the one tool, right? So you got your first print. What's the next step, right? Is to start finding things on Thingiverse or Cults 3D, or Ender has a great app that you can install on your phone that has some really great prints on it that you can download. You want to download those as a .stl. Okay, so that's the CAD file type that you're going to need. Then you want to use another program that will slice the STL file into something that the printer can recognize called the G-code file. Okay. Basically what I've been using is Utilimaker Cura. Is a really excellent program. You can make a lot of customizations in there for the infill amount, which is basically, you know, the amount of thickness inside the walls of your print. So you can save some filament and time by making the infill less, but that's getting on to more advanced stuff. So you've downloaded, you know, some prints and you throw it on your printer, you know, from Cura. And one thing I'll tell you that you need to keep in mind is about supports. So this is a box, a drawer for the Ender. Okay. It does not come factory on the Ender 3 Neo, which is what I have. And so I decided to make my own, and without thinking, I just threw it in Cura to print like this, right? And what you don't realize is that it can't print across this giant area, and so this entire 8-hour, 7-hour print was ruined by the time I realized what had happened, and this is completely useless. Another one that I just did today, I mean, you just don't realize that I'm making a holder for my spatula off the side of the frame, and without even thinking, I did the same thing. I printed it flat. There's just a slight little hole for the spatula to slide into, and again, it couldn't overcome that gap. So think about rotating your images in Cura, or if you use Tinkercad like I do for making things, think about how you need to lay something on the print bed in order for it to not have those types of things. The one thing I realized about Cura is it'll actually highlight items in red that you need to be concerned about, which again is something, a learning curve. If you want to be into making your own custom things, I bought this at Harbor Freight. It's like $15. It has been invaluable for measuring and all that. You've seen on YouTube that, you know, people do that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to give you an update of what's going on. Again, you know, it's just printing away. This thing has been a beast. I'll say the glass bed has been amazing compared to my previous printer, which would not stick. Now everything sticks too well. So some tips for this: these clips, there's one in the front and one in the back, they will scratch the finish on the glass. So if you're having too much trouble, just take those clips off, pull the glass off, scrape your piece off, and then put it back on. What I've done is I've gotten alcohol wipes, wipe the surface down after you have your clips back on, and then re-level the bed. And I've found that to be the greatest success with that. So, hey, happy printing.